The owner was explaining to me there are certain places, a dog behind the fence, or this house that might have this dog or this person. He hasn't even seen, because he knows the route, and I call those places where the dog is going to explode during places in the route, I call those hot spots. Well, if you're approaching a hot spot where you know there's usually a dog behind the fence, but through conditioning, your dog is loading just because he knows that's where that dog lives. As an example, if I feel my dog loading and building and I'm not even there yet, I'm not gonna continue to walk forward in that mindset. If I'm walking forward and I can feel my dog loading, break, I'm walking toward the house, and then I'm gonna make a left, correct him back, and now I'm gonna be walking the other direction, and I'm gonna have the brain come down. And then I'll sit there, and if I feel the dog's brain coming down, I'm gonna now approach that hot spot or that home again, and I'm gonna continue to work the brain all the way to the house. And the reason I say that is because if you're walking, and as you're walking, even if you're trying to disagree with the fact that the dog is building, but you keep going forward, you going forward is agreement with the mindset that the dog has, because that's where he wants to go, and he's loading and he's building, and you're gonna fail. If you allow the dog's brain to continue to escalate slowly as you get towards the item or the place, you will have an explosion once you get there, and you will lose control. So you have to, through conditioning, work the brain, go the other direction, do downs, do some different things to where by the time you get to the hot spot, your dog's brain is this calm because you've worked it, and you don't allow forward movement until you have the settled, compliant mindset that you want. I think we're almost at the point. You can see where Rowan is observing, which is absolutely social behavior. It's totally fine. The tail is down. The ears are curious, but still soft. He's not reacting to this dog at all. So now we got a German Shepherd dog. Go ahead and walk that way. Hey. Notice how the tail started to come up? So observing is fine. Fixating is not. His mouth is still open. His tail is down. A little bit more interest in this dog. So I match my level of correction to the level of for his willingness to comply. I want to catch him at the lowest level of drive and snap him out of it right there and get him back down to 0. So if 0 is a calm mindset, and I say 10 is red zone or lunging on the end of the leash, I want to make sure, number one, I'm walking him at 0. And then on top of that, if he sees a dog or hears something and he starts to escalate, I can feel his body build, his tail starts to come up, his mouth goes tight. He might be at a 2 or a 3 or a 4 on that scale, and I'm going to correct him and break that mindset to where he goes back down to 0. Because if I allow him to build and I wait till he barks or lunges to disagree, I am too late, and now I'm just fighting my dog. You've got to redirect the brain, snap him out of it at its lowest level of drive. And that's what I just did with those corrections, which took 3 in a row to get him to soften in the body, which I could feel, and then not load and build on this German Shepherd dog. Down, break, go ahead and go again. Nice loose line. Notice, so the fact that he can walk at my side with a completely loose line like this is showing that it's his brain, it's his mindset, it's the structure of the obedience, it's my leadership that is keeping him in compliance, not because I have equipment fighting my dog. Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.